Morning, everyone. I just want to say welcome to some AM yoga today. I apologize, it's a little bit windy, a little breezy this morning, so that sound might come into the mic, but it's such a vibrant and beautifully kind of energized feeling morning today. So I hope you can share in creating some of that energy and space within yourself this morning through our practice. So I always love a night right after a thunderstorm. It is said that the lightning helps to release more nitrogen into the air and system, and the plants really love it, and everything feels like it has much more vibrancy to it. I always feel like they're perkier. We even had like a whole rose bush blossom last night, which was really cool. So so wonderfulness to share this morning. For our yoga practice for AM yoga today, you might like to have a block handy. I know we're going to play with some lunges at some point, and a yoga strap perhaps. So any cushions, any pillows you might need, chairs, blankets, let yourself get your space set up, and we'll begin in just a second. But while we're waiting, just connect with the breath. We will start our practice this morning standing up to nurture, nourish, and bring the joints to kind of some life and balance through standing exercise first today and grounding that way. It is so beautiful. I hope you all can enjoy this day. All right. Okay. So as you feel ready to begin your practice with me this morning, allow yourself just to find a mountain pose type of base standing up today, so that we can start to bring our energy up from the earth through the joints of the body to begin today. So I'm just starting with a soft knee bend, toes are spread, and as you invite the body into this gentle mountain pose, again, soft knee bend so you can let your glutes and hips relax. You might naturally or instinctively start to shift your weight a little bit side to side. If your body is desiring more stillness, just allow yourself to become still. Good morning, everybody. Thank you for joining today. So, soft, gentle mountain pose, your choice as to whether or not you would like to shift the weight or center yourself. We're going to allow ourselves just to begin by circling the shoulders back as we stand. Inhale to shrug and exhale to roll back. And we're going to begin connection to Muladhara root chakra as we think about spreading the toes, pressing down through the toes, pressing down through the balls of the feet and the heels, and feeling the strength and energy in the soft knee bend that we have. So as you inhale, let the shoulders lift to your ears. As you exhale, roll any stagnant energy from yesterday off your back. Exhale, so the heart center is going to become more and more alive with every breath this morning as well. Start to sigh out the breath as we're bringing ourselves into the presence of this clear morning, this gentle breeze that shifts out the old energy from yesterday, the vibrancy of that, the morning after a thunderstorm, lightning charged air particles. 2 more breaths. 1 more breath. Good, and let the heart remain open and broad, shoulders open. With the shoulder presence open here, feel the navel drawing in toward the backbone, so I feel engagement through my core. Soft knees, and again, can you begin to, or can you maintain a pelvic floor contraction? So we feel pelvic floor lifting upward, Mula Bandha. It's as if we're cutting off the flow of urine. You know, it's not fun to think about, but it strengthens your entire core and helps to reduce back and hip pain. So as you stand now, palms facing forward. Allow yourself to root down. Again, whether or not you're whether or not you're shifting your weight or in stillness is your choice. Take a big cleansing breath into the body and sigh it out. And as you exhale, feel energy lifting up and out. As you inhale, think of growing roots deeper into earth. As you exhale, feel the energy lifting up and out. As you inhale, ground down through the feet, the toes, press down actively. As you exhale, feel the energy lift up and out. Now just take a moment in just 3 more rounds of this breath to inhale and gesture with your own arms and hands toward your roots, spreading your fingers as if you're thinking of roots getting broader and wider. And as you exhale, draw the energy of your arms, take your arms and trace the pathway up, and then exhale the arms open, or I should say inhale the arms open, Exhale. Where am I? So, allow yourself to inhale, fingertips reach toward the earth. And as you exhale, the arms float up the center line of the body and out the crown. As you inhale, energize arms and fingers reaching toward the earth, pressing down through your feet and toes, pelvic floor contracted. Exhale up the center line of the body. 2 more just like that. Inhale, spreading the fingers, reaching toward the earth. Exhale, wash up your center line. Feel energy lifting up and out. And inhale like you're rooting down with your fingertips, toes, legs. Exhale up the center line of the body. And big sigh, just a big old ha. And if you need one more of those, just a big inhalation now, reaching up with the breath. Exhale and sigh. That felt really good. Do it one more time. Clear out the cobwebs, sigh and melt. Good. Now begin to circle the wrists. If you would like to, you could shift your weight to one side, one foot, and start to roll over the toe knuckles, also circling the ankle. So I'm circling my wrists, circling one ankle. If you'd rather keep your feet planted, you can do this in a more isolated kind of way with your joints. Reverse when you're ready, and it might take some extra thinking. Sometimes reversing feels a little strange. Deep breath into your joints. Imagine them receiving oxygen and this nitrogen-charged air this morning from our thunderstorm last night. And then let yourself replace. And going into the opposite foot. So if you've been kind of allowing your wrists and your feet to stay separate, you're just working with your own pace, making sure that you can work through your feet. If you like to do the wrists and the ankle at the same time, allow for it. You're making this your own. Reverse the ankle circle. Whether you're using wrists or not, your choice. Big breath in. Big breath out. Beautiful. And when you feel like you've balanced your ankles, just take a moment to play with flipping over one foot. So again, I'm up on the toe knuckles of one foot, and then I'm replacing my heel down, and I'm going to switch it to the opposite side and step down. So I'm kind of stretching the front of my ankle and then replacing my heel. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Just a couple more breaths. Beautiful. Lovely. And then replace your feet. Take a little bit of a wider stance, soft knees. Just feel the buoyancy of your sacrum now, just shifting side to side. Hips, sacrum sliding. Again, you could have your eyes open with a soft gaze, or you could close the eyes and just feel the shifting of the sacrum and pelvis. Working through the joints, so we're working through the toes, the ankles, the hips, the knees. We keep working upward. And we're going to allow ourselves to start to circle the hips like we're doing an exaggerated hula hoop action. So you can start this more upright and smaller if you like, but if your body starts to take you into it in a little bit of a more extrasensory kind of way where we're feeling more sensation by going deeper or leaning forward more or back more, allow yourself just to honor what your body needs. Now exhale fully and completely. Go. Let your jaw open. Anything where we've been resisting the flow of the unfolding of our life, can we exhale that resistance now? Where we've been rigid or trying to control too much. Now reverse that hip circle. Let your upper body respond to your hip circle in a way that feels natural and organic. Release tension around your neck, face, and jaw. Let all of the cells of the body take huge breaths in with you, receiving the energized air. Particles of air energized with nitrogen, with lightning last night, with sunlight this morning. And there's this lovely clearing, cleansing breeze to help continue to invigorate us today. Good, and then let your hips start to come back to center. Take your hands behind your back, if you can, clasping your hands. Now, we have some options here. We're going to keep our knees bent. We're going to inhale, lift up the chest, lift up the heart, beam it toward the sky. My sacrum is still hanging straight down, so I'm not swaying my back. Exhale, I'm going to melt forward, undulate. You can keep your hands resting on your low back if you like. Inhale, lift your heart toward the sky. Or if you have the range of motion, you might lift your arms off your back and sigh out your mouth. Inhale and exhale, go. If you prefer a lion's breath, you can stick the tongue out. That's for extra clearing, getting things off your chest, helping reduce inflammation in your throat and lymph nodes of the throat. Clear out anything you need to get off the chest, the heart, the belly, the back. Now we're going to integrate Mula Bandha. When you allow yourself to roll up, contract your pelvic floor as you push into the earth, and then sigh. Inhale, contract your pelvic floor as you press down and roll up. If you need to ever release your arms and just place your hands on your thighs, go for it. Contract the pelvic floor as you roll up. 2 more, everyone. Now as you inhale, roll up, contract the pelvic floor, reach your arms to the sky, energize the fingers, hold the breath, exhale, melt. Again, inhale, reach to the sky, energize the fingers, press down through your feet, pelvic floor contracted. And then melt. 1 more breath like that. Inhale, contract the pelvic floor, reach up. Feel alive with energy as you reach. Exhale when you need to and melt. Beautiful. Inhale, press the walls away with your arms. As you exhale, lower, arms to your side, step your feet in so they're hip width. Knees soft. Inhale, press the walls away. As you exhale, right arm across the chest, left arm over the ear, side stretch, soft knees up. Feel that opening around your shoulder blades. Inhale, open heart center. Exhale, left arm across the chest, right arm over the ear. Breathe out, soften your jaw. Come alive through the breath work and the practice this morning. Exhale, alive with joy if we can. Inhale, heart center open. Exhale. Inhale, press away. Find those beautiful expansive wings. Exhale, tip. Ooh, so the back open, side of the spine opens. Nooks and crannies around the shoulders open. Inhale, press. Exhale, tip. As you inhale, think about gathering in all the charged particles in the air. Let them come into the cells of the body. Exhale, tip. Inhale. Come alive with the breath. Exhale. And just inhale. As you exhale, lower. Big exaggerated shoulder circles again, starting with loose arms and horsey lip out the jaw now. Or sigh. Whatever you need. We're going to take shoulder circles with the elbows now. So we're going to touch our fingertips to the top of the shoulders. Elbows bent. Let that, again, open up the heart. Let the heart sing as the elbows open up. And now, practice facial asana. Can you bring that smile to the face when your elbows open out? Inhale. Let the cells of the body drink in all of the energy of the light, the air after the thunderstorm last night. One more here. Let your arms unfurl to the sky. Exhale, melt. Good. We're going to take a little shaking meditation. So I call it a shaking meditation. It's to help quiet the mind. So we're going to allow ourselves just to start shaking out the legs and feet, getting everything energized with the energy of today, with this moment. So alternate, just shake a, shake a, shake a. What shaking does for your nervous system, it helps to reset the nervous system, so to speak. It helps to take inflammation out of the nervous system. It helps to reduce anxiety and panic and settle the over-anxious mind. We're going to add the arms now, alternate. If you need to, horsey lip your jaw out. Take some deep breath. I know it's extra breezy today, so you may not hear my breath, but try to really sigh it out. Release any judgment you have about the childlike nature of shaking and just enjoy it. Take your arms higher now. All the way up. Keep shaking out your feet. Alright, and now plant your feet. Bring your arms to your sides. Kind of agitate like the hips are coming forward and back. Shoulders shimmy. Arms shake. Feet are planted, knees soft, keep shaking, close your eyes. Sometimes people like to do their head a little bit, shaking it side to side like we're saying no. Big breath in and out. We're going to take 3 huge breaths, keep shaking. Get all the stress off, shake it off. All the fear. One more huge breath now. And then inhale, reach to the sky. Exhale, melt. Notice how you feel. breath in and exhale completely. Lovely. Let yourself start to come toward the front edge of your mat. We are going to explore some lunges today, and I'll give you options, but if you know that you like to use like a block to assist you with a runner's lunge, have a block or two handy. This could also be the seat of a chair or even a countertop. So let yourself do what you need to do for that, prepare, and we're going to find ourselves in our mountain pose. So spread your toes again, soft knees, contract the pelvic floor. Hands coming to prayer position. We're going to invite the charged particles of sunshine and lightning from last night into our hearts, our cells, our minds, coming alive with joy today. So as you take your breath in, reach the arms to the sky, enjoy that. As you exhale, let the arms open. Can you melt down, roll down through the spine? And again, roll it on up. Inhale, reach to the sky. Exhale, melt. You might put your hands on your thighs to support your back even more. Inhale, rolling up. Exhale, bending your knees as you undulate or release forward. And one more breath. Beautiful. Exhaling as you go forward. From here, I'm taking my hands to either the shin bones or my thighs. My knees are softly bent. So I'm going to inhale, lengthen to a flat back. Looking at the earth, head in line with spine. Exhale, melt. Inhale to the flat back. Exhale, sigh away. Inhale, flat back. Pour out any unhelpful thoughts as you exhale. Pour out any worry, stress, anxiety. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale. Two more. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Inhale. Exhale. Now, as you inhale, guide your hands back to your quads. My knees are bent. Reach your right arm forward and reach it to the left diagonal. Breathe here. Hips are pulling back. I'll show you from the side. Breathe deep. This could also be done higher if you need it. And replace the hands, switch sides. So my right hand's on my right thigh, left arm reaching to my right corner. Deep belly breath, soften around your shoulders, neck, face, and jaw. My pelvic floor again contracted to support deep core muscles and back. Exhale, melt. Now just sway and swing your upper body like a rag doll or clasp your elbows. Let your head weight go. Horsey lift the jaw. Sigh. Two more big breaths wherever you're at. And I'm going to find my hands to the block or the ground, bending my knees. So I'm going to step my right leg back. All right. And those of us that want to be higher in this exploration, if you start with your hands up on your thighs, stepping one leg back, you can keep your hands planted on your thighs, or your left thigh, I should say, instead of coming down to a block or the earth. Make it work for your body today. We're on the ball of the back foot. We're trying to maintain 90 degrees in the front leg, the left leg, ankle under knee. Deep breath. Good, and see wherever you're working, if you can find a moment of just some buoyancy in your hips. Maybe you can find a little inhalation, lifting of the sacrum, exhalation, sinking of the sacrum pelvis. wherever you're working. So for more upright, again, it would look like a little pulsing. And can you also encourage the right glute to activate, squeezing that glute, so we're feeling a little bit more opening in the front of the right hip flexor. Deep breath here. Deep breath wherever you're at. 2 more breaths. Deep breath. Good. Allow yourself to start to shift left leg back. So we're going to work our way to our hands and our knees. So again, if we were in more of a standing lunge, maybe we're using the block to help assist us down to hands and knees. As you inhale, find your cow back, the swayed cow back. Exhale, round the spine, cat back. Inhale and exhale. Huge breath in and out. Good. You can be on your elbows if you need it. Honor what you're feeling in your wrists. And now as you inhale, bring back the intention to allow all the cells of the body to receive the energized particles of the air. Sun, lightning, starlight, moonlight. Inhale, take all that energy in. Exhale, any heaviness, let it lift. Exhale, one more breath. Settle it back to child's pose to connect with breath. Your choice for your arms. They could be extended out in front or stacked like a pillow. Any other variation is welcome. Prayer, hands. But again, as you come into your child's pose, your balasana, does your body want to be still and resting with breath, or do you feel the urge to explore or walk the arms side to side briefly? Feel the urge to tip or tilt the shoulders toward the earth, stretching the armpit. Take some deep breath here. Two or three more deep breaths. Feel the low belly and sides of the waist as well as the low back expand on your inhalation. Exhale, soften your jaw, your neck, your face. And as you feel ready to do so, allow yourself to start to shift back up to hands and knees. Okay, so as we take our next exhalation, we're going to allow ourselves to sway the back again. Inhalation, hip shift back like we're going to go to child. Exhalation, shifting forward to all fours, swaying the back. Inhalation, like a child's posture. Exhalation. If you would like to, you can turn this cow back into more of a sphinx pose. Inhale, inhale, hips back. Exhale, cow or a little sphinx or a cobra. If I can talk, that'd be great. Inhale. Exhaling, cobra or cow or sphinx. Inhaling. Honor your knees. And we can also incorporate again cleansing HA exhalation or lion's breath if that feels good. Lion's breath, great for TMJ as well. Great for teeth grinding if you're a teeth grinder. One more. If you're enjoying that, you can allow for even one more. Good, and aligning ourselves on a tabletop back. So, you might decide to come down to your elbows, your choice. Play with taking the right leg back. It could be on the earth, the foot on the ground, or the leg straight behind you. Play with taking the left arm forward or hand on the earth if you need some more support today. Feel as you exhale, navel drawing up toward the spine. Good. And then also, if you would like to, you can explore any other movement with whichever arm or leg is in the air. So when we're learning this kind of exploration, sometimes it's nice just to start with, for instance, the leg or just the arm until we can trust our strength and balance to do both at the same time. Head in line with the spine, looking at the earth, navel drawing up toward the spine. Deep breath, remembering that you can be on your elbow. Some of you at home might decide to bend the right knee while that foot's up in the air and circle your right ankle just for a couple breaths, or reverse it. You might also choose to reach the left arm, left hand back to the top of the right foot or ankle and hold on to the foot, pressing foot into hand. That's totally optional. You might be resting in child's pose right now and smiling. So do what you need to do. Breathe deep into your belly. Exhale it out. Beautiful. And release it when you're ready, wherever you've been. Allow for coming down onto your elbows and wag your tail for a moment. Good. So you're just letting your hips rock side to side. If you are happy on your hands, knees can be together and you can be sinking into the outside of the hip, back and forth. So if you like that, play with it. Deep breath in, sigh it out. And just allow again, energizing, opening, receiving the joy of today. We have this beautiful breeze that'll be this constant filter, moving away heaviness for us today. Good. Centering yourself. Option, yogi's choice. Few more cat-cows or rest in child's pose before we reverse our Firebird exploration. If you're exploring cat-cow, you inhale when you sway your spine, exhale when you round your back. Cat-cow, on a central nervous system level, helps the brain produce mental clarity and the ability to prioritize and decide, helping us make decisions. One more breath. Beautiful. Now again, when you decide to go into our core strength and our Firebird exploration, ask your body if it wants to be on the hands or the elbows. This time I'm taking my left leg back behind me. You can keep the foot on the earth or you can lift it up. You can also put your right palm out on the earth or reach it up. As you find that alignment, leg is as high as the hip, arm is as high as the shoulder, navel draws up to the spine, head stays in line with the spine. So we're looking down. You can go side to side, you can circle, high, low, medium. So all of this is activating and waking up some muscle groups that we might not always use. So when I first learned this, I would just do my arm, I would then incorporate just the leg, and then I would bring them both together. Deep breathing. Strengthening core, navel lifting toward the spine, head in line with... Are we here? Hi, I'm sorry about that. I think we're back, okay? A little bit of technology. Fun times, all the planets are like retrograde. Okay, so sorry about that glitch. We're holding, if you would like, right hand on the earth, bending your left knee, circle your left ankle if you would like to. Beautiful. Some of you might reach back with the right hand and hold the top of the left foot or ankle and just hold that balance, breathing deeply. Again, you could be opting for child's pose right now if you need the rest, or you could be exploring this little foot to hand position or just foot bent up in the air position. Your choice. Soften your jaw, your face. Deep breath. Good. Release it as you're ready. That was excellent. Give your tail a little happy wag if you are still on all fours. Take it into child's pose as you feel ready. Let's go with a wider, if it feels right, wider leg child, and then reach the arms out in front. Breathe deep. If you need to modify that or shift it, allow for it. I'm also exploring a little bit of side to side tipping and tilting in the shoulders. So explore if you like. Play with any wrist or hand movement that speaks to you. Of course, you live out your jaw if you need. Cleanse and clear, energize. Bring the energized particles in the air, the sunlight charged air, the lightning charged air into your body. Lovely. Take 2 more breaths wherever you are at. Smiling. And when you would like to shift it, opting for downward facing dog or dolphin pose. So you're listening to your wrist. Dolphin is on the elbows. You're going to allow yourself to lift up the hips. Good. And when you get there into that upside down V shape, feel free to play with waking up the bottoms of the feet. You might go to the tippy tip toes and then try to press your heels down. You might walk your dog or your dolphin, alternating those knee bends, rolling through the feet. Soften your neck, face, and jaw. Breathe deep. Soften that neck. If you want to take any twisting variation with down dog or dolphin, you can be bent kneed, heels lift, swivel to one side with your knees or feet. Take a couple breaths or reverse it when you would like. Beautiful. And as you feel inspired to do so, you could either start walking to a ragdoll forward fold now, or a 3-legged dog shaking out a leg. Side, relax your head, neck, face, jaw. If you're doing the down dog leg shake, do the other side. Smile. And then walk your feet to ragdoll if you haven't yet. Hang your body, let it spill over your legs, let it dangle. Sway, swing. Deep breath. In your bent leg position, I'm letting my feet be at least shoulder width, if not a little bit more. I'm going to let my left hand touch either the ground or a block. And inhale, peel my right arm up to the sky. Exhale, melt the arm down. Inhale, peel the opposite arm up. Exhale, melt it down. So feel your body and your extremities. Inhale, reaching, growing toward the sky. Exhaling back to the roots of the earth. Inhale, vibrantly reach to the sky. When you melt, let go of the tension around your neck, shoulders, face, jaw. Inhale, reach up into those charged, beautiful particles of the space around us. 2 more. Last one. And either begin to roll it up or take your hands to Yoga Mudra, clasp behind your back, explore Yoga Mudra for just a moment. Horsey lifting out the jaw. And when you would like to release it, bent knees rolling up through the spine, slowly contract the pelvic floor, head coming up last. Finding that inner wash of silence, stillness. Inhale, shrug your shoulders. Exhale, roll them back. Inhale, shrug. Exhale, roll back. 2 more. Last one. Stepping your feet in before we take our lunge to the opposite side. We're going to let ourselves again just take buoyant hip motion side to side, just a shifting of the sacrum and the pelvis. Soft knees. To encourage not so much vata-ness, windiness like today, let yourself think about plugging your toes, rooting them down into the earth, spreading them, plugging the balls of the feet, the heels, soft knee bend, and I love to again contract the pelvic floor to help root this container of the body down. Root it down. Contracting the pelvic floor, great for abdominal strength, lower torso, pelvic floor strength, reducing back pain, hip pain, bladder control, all that good stuff, right? Breathe. Nice. Just let yourself close the eyes. A couple more breaths, a couple more shifts of the pelvis sacrum. Going with the natural unfolding of this life without resisting or trying to control. Becoming alive to the joy of this moment. Settling at center. We're going to take Shiva Linga practice before we again go into our lunge on the opposite side. So what we're going to do here is we're going to take this little hitchhiking thumb gesture right into our mortar and pestle hand. So it's as if the hitchhiking hand is like a grinding device, the palm like the bowl or the basin. And you're going to allow yourself just to kind of grind up for just a moment anything that hasn't been serving you, anything that has been spent, toxic, heavy, negative, creating lethargy or lack of motivation, fear. Grind it up, close your eyes or soften your gaze. I love to feel this action coming from my solar plexus, coming from my abdominals. I'll grind up anger, frustration, old memories that I'm having a hard time letting go of. Feel the breath become hotter on the exhalation. And we're going to turn this into throwing the illness behind us. So 2 more moments of big breath, 2 more big breaths. And then on a big inhalation, pause with the pressure down in the palm to fist. As you take the exhalation, open the arms wide, let the air catch it and go, ah. And now you're going to inhale, interlace your fingers right over your belly, bow your head. Exhale, look over your right shoulder, go as the arms open. Inhale, fingers over the belly. Exhale over your right shoulder. For this first part of the series, inhale. So now we're going to just throw the illness behind. Inhale. Mind your neck, don't crank into it. Stick out that tongue if you like. One more that way. Series of 8 over to the left, turn your head left. If you like, you can even push fists into the belly. Like you're drawing out dis-ease. Throw it into the light, into the charged particles of air, and bring those charged particles of air into you. Head's turning left. 2 more. Last one. Inhale, center. Sigh. Inhale, reach upward. Exhale, sigh, melt. Practice any micro movement response to how the shoulders, neck, face, jaw is feeling. This will be your own exploration. Soften the jaw. So you might need shoulder shrugs, wrists, hand flexion, extension, head tips or tilts, horsey lips. Good. And then just notice when you're ready. Big cleansing breath in. Big cleansing breath out. Let a smile rise to the lips. Inhale, reach to the sky, vital and alive. Exhale, bend your knees, allow yourself to release forward. Roll up through the spine, contract the pelvic floor. Inhale up. Exhale, melt. Rounding your legs, undulate forward as you inhale. Contract the pelvic floor as you push down through your feet. Reach up. Clear house, cleanse it out. Exhale. One more. Exhale. Finding your hands to earth, shins, block or thighs, bent knees. Inhale, flat back, lengthen. Head in line with spine. Exhale, melt, sigh. Inhale, flat back. Exhale. Inhale. Get rid of the weight around your heart, your shoulders. Inhale and exhale. One more. Forward we go with bent knees. Walk your fingertips over to one side. Sigh it out. Walk your fingertips over to the opposite side with bent legs as if someone's pulling your hips back. Nooks and crannies around the back and the rib cage opening to receive these charged particles of light. Exhale, melt. Center. All right, so finding our hands to the earth, a block, a chair, a counter, whatever we need. I'm shifting my weight into my right leg. I'm going to step my left leg back to runner's lunge. If you're using blocks, it could be the inside of the right leg, could be on either side. My friends that want to take their lunge higher, know that you can be up on your right quadricep with your hands. Leg back, left leg back. There we go. Breathe here. We want to try to honor 90 degrees in the right leg so that your right ankle is underneath your right knee at 90 degrees, as best you can. Breathe, finding a buoyancy in the pelvis sacrum if you would like to. So that means as we inhale, we could allow a little straightening of the front leg. Exhale, a sinking of the hips. Inhale, feeling that buoyancy lift from the earth. Exhale. So this could be up, done higher. Inhale, exhale. Feeling yourself pushing down into the earth to lift. And then exhale, sinking into her arms a little bit. Activate and fire your left glute so that when you sink, you'll feel more opening in the front of your left iliac psoas hip flexor, front of the left hip. So I'm squeezing the left glute wherever you're working. See if you can take a few more breaths. If you decide to just hold in stillness, that is perfect. Do what you need. Head in line with spine. Soften that neck, face, and jaw if you're clenching, tightening, any of that. Can you take 2 more breaths? Enjoy the opening, the flexibility. Smile. Ha. Beautiful. So when you're ready, creatively, I like to use my block to help me come to tabletop. So I'm kneeling my left knee down, stepping my right leg back. So if you're at a higher lunge, I would climb myself down toward the earth, however we need to find tabletop just briefly. Won't be here long. Good. And then allow yourself to take just a moment to take a seat. If I can find a level part of my yard. Okay, so having a seat here. What we're gonna do here, and you could be seated up on a block or a cushion if you need, but we're gonna bring our left leg and cross it under as if we were gonna sit in Sukhasana or cross-legged position. So my left foot is coming underneath me just a touch. My right leg's coming across the front of myself. So I might be holding right here in this little very gentle twist. Some of us might be able to cross the right leg over more all the way. And a third option, some of us might cross the right leg all the way over so the knees are stacked and the feet are open in Gomukhasana or cow's face. Okay, so you can choose any part of the path that you would like that leg to be pausing at as it crosses over, the right leg over to the left side. Okay, so if you like knees stacked, Gomukhasana, just sit tall with it. If we're in any variation of that twist, you can hold on to the front of the right knee or shin bone, breathe, lengthen, big belly breath here. So I'm going to show some variations. We're going to play with a breath practice. And I'm going to ask you to see if you can, while we do this breath practice, touch your index finger. We're going to curl it down toward the palm, and the thumb is going to press on the knuckle of the index finger. And I can still clasp my leg if I need to, but I have that little extended 3 fingers, middle, ring, and pinky extended. And what we're going to allow ourselves to do is to play with a little rocking of the spine. Inhale as we lift up the heart center. Exhale as we contract and round it back a little. So sometimes we realize we need to elevate our sacrum in order to have this range of motion come to our spine. So I invite you to sit up on a block, a cushion, a blanket roll if you need. So you're going to inhale, heart center lift. Exhale, round. Inhale, exhale. Now you could also use your arms if that feels right to you. Inhale, they open. Exhale, we blow out the mouth. Inhale, open. Exhale, out the mouth. In a Bhastrika variation. And we're working in Vayu Mudra of the hands and fingers to balance the wind element that is present today. We're going to take 4 more repetitions, at least, if we can. This is very pranifying, prana charging. Can you do one more? However you're choosing to have those legs. I'm releasing my arms to my sides or letting them rest in a comfortable way. Sitting tall with the spine. Soften the jaw. If you're in Gomukhasana with the knees stacked and the feet more open, feel free to meld over the legs or walk your arms and hands one way or the other. If you're in twist variation with the leg more out in front of you, please feel free to play with twisting one way or the other. Or pause at center if you need extra grounding, contracting the pelvic floor. Lots of options, lots of places to explore and play. Breathe here. Take a couple more deep breaths from the belly up. wherever you're exploring or resting. When you feel inspired to return to an elongated spine, let that happen. And wherever you're at, start to open up the legs to a wider angle. More of an Upavista Konasana. So knees can be bent, legs can be extended. Take a moment just to crank around your ankles both ways. In Upavista Konasana, the wide angle, we want to make sure that we're able to sit tall and feel our sits bones, the butt bones, pointing down at the earth, the knees pointing up at the sky. So we're circling our ankles, breathing deep here. Good. Just your choice if you would like to have the knees bent or extended here. Remember, we want to sit tall. Again, yogi's choice before we reverse that twist or cow's face posture. Do you want to play with any lateral stretching? Do you want to play with any walking or swaying of the arms out in front of you? Or do you want to inhale and lengthen and exhale, just kind of fold over to stillness? You go with the guidance of your body and what you need today. And take a few deep breaths. Make your movement and your breath beautifully deliberate and full. If you're in stillness, use that stillness. Soften wherever you feel the stretch filling the body. Soften wherever you're tensing. When your exploration of movement or stillness brings you back to a centered, elongated spine, just let yourself drift there when the time tells you to do so. And we're going to eventually shift our legs back in front of us, shaking out, bubbling up our knees. Bubble, 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 bubble. Shake out your legs, give them a little windshield wiper briskly in and out. And then one more variation of opening before we take our twist or bind in Gomukhasana, cow's face. So you can choose to leave your legs out in front of you, but I'm going to give you just a few other choices. We're going to be playing with lifting up and opening our heart. So our fingertips, our hands are going to find their way behind us on the earth. You can allow for Baddha Konasana, soles of the feet together, knees open, pressing, lifting up. You could allow for legs bent out in front or reverse tabletop like a crab walk. You could allow for legs straighter out in front like a reverse plank. Or my personal favorite, I like to do the little tabletop position of the legs and playing with one leg, kind of lifting, exploring, and then lowering it to the earth, pressing up my hips. So I have one leg straight and the other bent. What feels right to you right now? Play with anything. Just to open up the front body, the chest. You might mix some of these up for just a second. Breathe. Where do you need the opening? Take 3 more big breaths wherever you'd like to be. Huge inhalation, complete exhalation. Charging every cell of the body with the sunlight, the breeze, the lightning charged particles of the air from last night. One more breath. Ah, bring it on back to neutral spine. I'm going to let myself now, I like to sit on a little prop here. I'm going to take my block under me, where you have a cushion or a rolled blanket. Cross my right leg under like I'm going to sit crisscross, like Sukhasana, easy pose it's called. Right leg under, left leg coming across. I might pause my left foot more right out in front of my sternum. Doesn't have to go any farther than that if we don't want it to. You can hold on to the knee. You can continue to cross it all the way over in a twist position, or you can stack your knees with your feet open, Gomukhasana, binding ourselves up here a little bit more. So your choice for where you want to take that. See if we can bring the index finger down toward the palm, press the thumb on the index finger knuckle, extend the middle ring and pinky fingers, lower it to your legs, your lap, your knee, your shin bone, whatever's accessible. Inhale, lift your heart center. Exhale, round, drop your chin. It can be very small movement. Inhale, lift. Exhale out the mouth. A big O shape to the mouth. Inhale, lift. Exhale. Bastrika variation here. Bastrika is a breath practice known as bellows breath, like a bellows that blows on the fire for detoxifying and energizing. Again, if you would like to activate arms, you could inhale, open them with the mudra of the hands. Exhale out the mouth, bring them in. Soften your shoulders wherever you're working. Exhale, pour out whatever is not helpful. Eliminate it through the breath. Electrify, charge up your day, your spirit, your bandwidth of tolerance. Can you do 3 more breaths? If not, pause anytime. As you exhale, melt your arms down, maybe even melt the mudra out of your hands. Inhale, deep breath. Now, you might choose to practice sitting tall, contracting the pelvic floor to aid in grounding. If you're in Gomukhasana with stacked knees, inhale, lengthen. You might choose to exhale, give the nervous system a rest, bow forward, or walk your arms one way or the other while you're in that process to open your back muscles. If you're in more of a twist, you can either sit tall, clasping around the front of the shin bone, staying center, or twisting one way or the other in the spine and the belly, holding the twist one way or the other. Lots of options to play or be still. What is your prana? What is the energy within you telling you to do right now? Inside your body, what's the body saying to do? Deep breath. Oh, bring the breath into all the nooks and crannies, the secret spaces within yourself that could be charged by the light of this day, charged by the breath. When you feel guided back to center, to an elongated spine and stillness, just let yourself work your way there. Deep breath. Let a smile shine forward. And sigh. Untwist, unwind any parts of yourselves that have been bound up, and just let your legs go to a neutral position. Give them a bubbly sensation of bouncing the knees or flopping the feet in and out. Play with one more if you would like, little just leaning back, heart opener. Again, you could have bound angle, with your feet together, knees open like a diamond. You could be in your crab walk type of reverse table posture. You could be in your reverse plank. What speaks to you? Any movement, any stillness, any exploration. And when you feel ready to release from it, just honor your own timing. I'm going to shift onto our back when you're ready, so don't rush there. You're good. So as you come onto your back, windshield wiper the knees. Feel whatever needs to be received by the earth and help to be transformed by the earth. Feel earth receiving that from you. Again, maybe it's the fear, maybe it's some unhelpful memories or thoughts, maybe it's anger, sadness. Take and allow Mama Earth to take the energy and transform it into beautiful new growth. And let all of this receive the beautiful charged particles of light present in the air today. Now just take a moment to center your legs and just play with a relaxed kind of hip and knee circle on the right side for just a moment. So you can take that right knee and circle it any direction you like. Feeling the pelvis and sacrum rocking on the earth. Let it have its freedom here. The sacrum, the leg, the pelvis. Relax your tongue and your jaw. And then when you want to reverse to the opposite side, opposite leg, let it shift and change when you're ready. Deep, beautiful breath. Let the smile pour forward when you can. Breathe that smile into the joints of your sacrum, your hips, your pelvis, your back. Good. Centering the legs when you're ready. Secret core strengthening activation moment here. Just briefly, I promise. Bring your feet to 90 degrees, legs to 90 degrees. Reach your arms to the sky. Take a big breath in. As you exhale, feel your navel draw down to the earth. Low back flattens to the earth, the whole spine in contact with the earth. Breathe here. Inhale again. As you exhale, press your right hand into the top of the left thigh. Push the thigh into the hand equally. It's really strong connection there. Extend the right leg out and the left arm overhead. Push, push, push like crazy. Thigh into hand, hand into thigh. Breathe deep. Right hand into left thigh into right hand. Breathe deep. Charge it up here. Breathe deep. Shaking is typical in the muscles. And inhale, release, center. Exhale, left hand to right thigh. Push thigh into hand, hand into thigh. Ha. Right arm overhead, left leg extend. Back is flat to the earth, navel's into spine. Breathe deep. Deep breath. Head is relaxing back on the earth. pushing left palm to right thigh to left palm. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Secret core strengthener. Inhale, center, release. 2 more, one on either side. So exhale, right hand to left thigh pushing into hand, right leg extend, left arm overhead, push thigh into hand, breathe deep, low back into earth, belly button into backbone, soften the neck, push, push, push. Inhale, release. Last one, here it comes. Exhale, left hand to right thigh to left hand, extend, right arm overhead, left leg out. Breathe as you push the hand and thigh together, spine into earth, belly button into backbone, soften neck, face, jaw, keep pushing, breathing, all the muscles knitting towards center. And release it. Seaweed, arms and legs if you can. Head rocking. Seaweed, arms and legs. Deep breath. Sigh it out. Eventually let your legs melt open into a variation of a diamond shape. Baddha Konasana, Supta Baddha Konasana. Diamond legs. Arms overhead, breathe in. Belly rises, come alive with the energy of the air and the breath. Exhale, melt. Take a moment here to honor your neck and your shoulders. Offer to yourself a little massage in the back of the neck, the tops of the shoulders, or around your scalp or temples. Offer to the body whatever it needs around the upper shoulder area, neck. Breathe deep. If you're massaging, soften the face and jaw. Melt the tension away. Exhale the tension. Beautiful. Releasing your self-care massage when you are ready. But if you need to keep working there, please do so. But whenever you're ready, we're going to grab either a rolled blanket, a cushion, or a yoga block. And we're going to bring feet to the earth, knees bent. Just allow yourself to have the block right at your side. And then think about bridging up with the hips. You're going to press up the hips, drill down through your heels. Just let there be an opening in the chest. I slightly inch my shoulder blades in just a touch, but we want to keep the length in the back of the neck. So slight tuck, very slight tuck of the chin. Breathe here, pressing the hips high. Arms could be at your sides or elbows could be bent, pushing into the backs of the upper arms. And then we'll slide that yoga block in just a couple breaths underneath the sacrum, or that prop is going to go under the sacrum. 3 breaths, stabilizing the SI joints first. Detoxifying. And then let the sacrum rest on the prop. Should be positioned right under your glutes. Your choice if you want to just let your arms extend overhead, or if you would like to add extending one leg out, sliding the heel out on the earth, seeing how that feels. That feels good. Flex the heel of that foot, slightly contract or round your spine just under touch, so we're slightly tucking the tailbone. Flex through that foot and feel the front of the hip flexor open. So the glute activates in that leg you're extending. Arms reach overhead, pull in opposition. Breathe, pull, 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 pull. Navel is going toward the backbone in this moment. And then release it when you're ready. That leg that was extended, let it windshield wipe for just a moment. Good, and then center that side. That foot is on the earth. Reverse, extending the opposite leg now. When I extend the opposite leg, I think of slightly tucking my tailbone under, just a touch, squeezing that glute of the extended leg so I feel the front of the hip flexor opening, flexing through that extended leg foot. Reach the arms overhead, opposition. Navel's drawing toward the backbone here. Breathing deep. Enjoy that opener of the iliopsoas hip flexor. Breathe deep. Deep breath. When you would like to, you can release it and windshield wiper the knee of that extended leg, or play with extending both legs and just being here, melting. Feel the belly rise and sink. You might also keep the knees bent, feet on the earth, or diamond legs. Do what feels right to you. As you breathe, receive all of the charged particles of light that hang in the air. The sunlight, the breeze, the smell of flowers, the wind speaking, the nitrogen-infused air from a lightning thunderstorm last night, the electric energy. Receive all of it into every cell of your body, letting it spark joy within you. One last option with the hips elevated, or they could be on the earth too. You might play with just inviting your legs up into the air with that prop supporting your sacrum. So sometimes I like to hold on to the prop that's beneath my sacrum and just allow the legs to float up naturally, taking any movement or stillness that the body asks for. So if you'd like to take that little shoulder stand variation, supported shoulder stand, you can, but you don't have to. You could be doing anything else that feels right in your body. But just know to exhale and let go whatever is no longer serving. Inhale to open up to the joy of this absolutely beautiful and extraordinary day, extraordinary moment, extraordinary breath. Know that at any time you can take that prop out from beneath you and bring your hips or lower body sacrum back to the earth. And just know that at any time you can prepare for a final relaxation in Shavasana. Just taking time to integrate. So I'll let you set up when you're ready, however you need to, however you want to. You might decide to rest in a restorative type posture or stay on your back or belly or side. You might sit up to meditate, but whatever speaks to you. Find a nice deep breath. are choosing to rest today, as you inhale, allow beautiful, huge breaths just to fill you up, to sustain you, nurture you, nourish you. And exhale any energy that is spent, that is just no longer needed within yourself, mind, body, and spirit. It is such a gorgeous and beautiful day, a beautiful moment to be here and present together. So taking in, with joy in your heart, the freedom or the peace you're feeling as you rest. As you inhale, even if you're practicing in your own home instead of outside, you're still taking in the charged particles of air that were blessed with the electricity of lightning last night, that were vibrated with the thunder last night, that were washed clean with the rain last night. You're still taking in the charged particles of sunlight. So welcome all of that. Welcome the earth holding you. Welcome the sweet smell of blossoming flowers, roses, peonies, all these beautiful gifts that are here for us. The honey locust, the honeysuckle. Welcome the song of birds into your hearts, into your cells, into your breath, into your mind. And welcome that beautiful, glorious, invigorating breeze that can sweep away the dross and the debris and can recharge us as we breathe with Mother Nature today. Every exhalation, let your roots grow deeper and more established in the earth beneath you, anchoring to this present moment. When you close your eyes, attention turns toward your inner glow. The heart sees by its own light, pulsing with subtle flame. In your forehead is a single eye. Here, streams of living electricity flow together. The body of substance and the body of light fuse into one. Above your head, a star is shining, the soul luminous in its own realm. Life arises from itself in a swirling motion of flame. Being becomes body. In meditation, adore the subtle fire. In heart, head, and above, dissolve now into radiance. Dissolve now into radiance. Receive exactly what you need today to be the absolute best version of yourself. a deep, beautiful breath. Swallowing. Feeling your body present on the ground in which you rest, and just bringing back little wiggles, stretches, or movements when you feel ready to wake up to this beautiful day, this beautiful moment. Eventually roll to rest on your side if you have been laying on your back or belly in some way, resting on your side in the fetal position for just a few breaths. And in your own time and pace, let yourself come up to a comfortable seat to finish up our practice. As you come to sit, one last time we're going to touch index finger, bend it down toward the palm, press the thumb on the knuckle of the index finger, extending middle, ring, and pinky. Let your palms be down or up, whatever feels more natural. Bowing the head. This is the Vayu mudra or gesture for balancing the wind element that can cause nervousness and anxiety and twitches, shakes. Just as you sit, take a deep breath in, exhale it out. Clear, huge, big breath here. Big breath in and out. Imagine as you sit, imagine that you are in a storm. While exhaling, blow out all of your inner tensions and waste substances into the wind. Now the storm is dying down, and you also become calm by letting your exhalation become slower and more calm again. Take 2 more breaths and feel this. Inhaling vitality, exhaling waste or what no longer serves, feeling the pause after the exhalation. The air today has a fine texture as it streams into your lungs slowly and peacefully. It leaves you again. Let yourself sink into a pleasant state of both invigoration and relaxation, from which new strength and adaptation can develop. Inhale to reach your arms out, fingers open, stretching all the way up to the sky. Exhale, palms in Anjali Mudra coming down the center line of the body. One big inhalation, and I'll exhale sounding Om if you would like to join me. Big breath and sigh. Through every breath you experience today, may you be blessed by the light that is present in the particles of the air around you. May it charge and elate your spirit to beautiful joy, peace, and happiness. Thank you so very much for practicing with me this morning. and namaste. Mwah.